Okay everyone, in this video I want to share to all of you with my 3D illustration about how to build the curvy tiny home, about the curvy envelopes tiny home in my 3D illustration. And I have collect some AI generated of the tiny home, and I just chose one of the best in my mind, in my opinion, about the AI generated of this curvy tiny home. I will choose one of this AI generated of tiny home, and I will show you about how to arrange about the structure and how to connect for every single structure of this tiny home, and about the layers of the tiny home itself in my 3D illustration. So let's watch. Thank you. Okay, I've already prepared for the basic um, foundation for this tiny home, and I wanna make the 3D illustration in this video, especially for these wheels. I mean, it's just enough for this wheel because this um, tiny house design is long enough. So this tiny home is around 2.7 meter, and for the weight is around 1.9 meters. And first of all, we have to make the basic frame. I will show you about the 3D illustration about making about the basic frame of this tiny home. Okay, this is about the basic frame. Okay, this is about the basic frame of this tiny home with the structure or elements, vertical and horizontal frame right there. And for the supporting shape of this tiny home, I make the 3D illustration about the outline frame. About this outline frame, this is arc outline frame. I make it from the top first. I'm making this from the top, and the right and the left side is for complementary or continue for this arc or this curve line. I mean, so we have to make the some supporting frame like this. We have to make the supporting frame like this to make sure that all over the structure is connected well. So we have to make the several supporting structure as strong as possible. I mean, strong but efficient, because the budget consideration is very important in this building, because this tiny home is concerned for the low cost budgeting. I mean, so we have to consider about the efficiency of the structure, and we have to concern about the strength of the structure itself, as effective as possible and as efficient as possible for the cost budgeting for this tiny home, because we make the tiny home, one of our goals to make the tiny home is for achieve the efficiency and effectiveness of the low cost home concept. I mean, okay, we can see about the frame of this tiny home, and then we have to extend some several frame based on the curve line right there, based on the curve line, so we can see about the 3D illustration that I make in this video, in this part. And so we can see about this. We have to make sure that all of our structure is configured well, because we need to combine with several elements such as a window and the door opening and the roof especially. And this part is still concerned in the wall, floor, and outline structure of shape making of this tiny home. I mean that this 3D illustration that I make. Then we have to continue for the connection in this frame, in this top frame, because the connection of this top frame is for making roof and envelopes itself. This connection is about the roof and envelope at once. So this is about the semi modern and futuristic shape with a curved line and curved timber right there. So we have to make it great connection of every single structure. Please remember, and this is for the disclaimer also, this 3D illustration is just illustration, so if you wanna make this for a real tiny home, you have to consider again, and you have to discuss again with your structural specialists on your near, so you can improve the connection design of this structure, especially because that was the important thing for the first step for making this tiny home as well. Okay, we can see about the connection. We have to check again about the bottom connection or bottom structural, because the bottom structural is very important for this tiny home. I mean, okay, this one, and don't forget to make the horizontal alignment right there. Don't forget to make the horizontal alignment, just like this. Okay, I mean it's enough. So for the next step, we have to make some frame right there. We have to make this some frame. Okay, I mean this structure is optional. If you wanna make the interior is flat, you just use this wall side or this structural side. Or if you wanna make your interior is curvy, so you can delete it, and then you can maximize this structural connection to be your connection, your interior also. But in this case, I just wanna make it be a single structure. I mean, double structure. I mean, so and then we have to make another openings. We have to make the entrance opening. Okay, this is for edge for the upper opening. So I have to make a window, a door, window, and some architectural element, and then I have to make a roof element. Okay, then we have to make a window element right there. Okay, I mean it's almost done for the structure. I forget to make the connection. Okay, I will show you about the connection of this curve structure with the straight structure over there. Okay, this is about the connection, and so you can see about it. Okay, I mean it was done. It was done for the basic structure of this curvy tiny home. Then I will show you about the layers, about the what layer that we have to make for making the envelopes and for the roof. Okay, first of all we have to make a foam. I will give you for example in this part, in this area, this is this is about the foam. So the foam is for insulation, for this house insulation. It's very important. And then after the foam, we have to make another layer. Okay, this is about another layer. This is about the waterproofing. Okay, I will show you about the texture waterproofing. Okay, this is about the waterproofing. Okay, this is about the waterproof paper, I mean, so you can see about the illustration. And after waterproofing, we have to make the plywood. We have to make the plywood. So the plywood is to cover from the outside also, and to make a holder panel for the exterior cladding, I mean. This is about the plywood. This is about the plywood. And for the last panel, and or for the exterior, this is about the cladding. This is about the cladding panel, but in this case I wanna make the special cover or special texture. We have to make it wooden. This is about the wooden cladding panel, I mean, because we have to make similar from the AI generated that I show you on the first video. Okay, this is about the cladding panel. So I will explain to all of you. This is about the foam for insulation, and for the another layer, this is about the plywood and sorry, waterproof. This is waterproof, and this is about the cladding panel for the exterior, for the final exterior. So this is about the layers, and so you could make it on the floor. For the floor is it's about the foam, same like this, and waterproofing, and then you can make a plywood. Then you have to make a finishing for the floor itself, and also for the roof, so you can apply it. Okay, and this is about the curvy tiny home that I make by this 3D illustration to explain to all of you about how the connection of the structure system in this tiny home, and about the layers of the wall, floor, and the roof itself. So you can explore more for this 3D illustration from this my 3D illustration, and you can if you wanna make it, if you wanna build it, you can see about this video about how to connect it for every single frame, and or how to sketch about the outline frames that and then so you can make it real by this 3D illustration step of build this tiny home, I mean. And for another part, maybe you can make the some little stair right there for the entrance access, and for the entrance stair, I mean. And thanks for watching. I hope it will be a lot of benefit to all of you, even if this is just simple 3D illustration, but I will improve it for the next video in for the development of my channel. And thanks for support, and thanks for subscribe, and wait for my next video. Thank you.